Alright, what's up, y'all? Me as me, bro, man 2.0 salute. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and read like this book. That's pretty much by we're pretty much gonna read like chapters, like the prologue and then chapter one of the book. It's pretty much on Wattpad. It's called RWBY. The basically the RWBY series. They got Ruby Rose and Yang and all them in it. Pretty much we're gonna read RWBY the Astral Hunter, book one, right? Chapter the prologue and chapter one, basically. So yeah, that's pretty much what we gonna read. Yeah, I might just only read the prologue or something like that. But yeah, now I did read the prologue. Shout outs to Christopher Taylor, cause Christopher Taylor is actually the nigga who wrote this book. Y'all already know who Christopher Taylor is. I used to play the game with him, on streams and stuff like that. Yeah, I even had him on like the little homie series and stuff like that. I need to make we're gonna have to make I'm gonna have to make a season 3 of homies whenever I get like another PlayStation, cause I already told y'all that my PlayStation is just messed up. So yeah, and since that video I've tried turning it on and the PlayStation's still messed up. So apparently I just gotta get me another PlayStation. I'm probably just gonna give me a PlayStation 5. That's the best thing to do, is just give me a PlayStation 5. I might have a PlayStation 5 or either PC, but I'm most likely gonna have a PC like I said before, on that previous video that I did. But yeah, this is me just letting y'all know that, like, hey, look, this is this type of stuff I'm doing from now on, stuff like this. And when it comes down to my Spider-Verse group chat series, I'm gonna start going back to doing that and stuff like that. Yeah, I just started working on I'm gonna say I completed episode 5, and I gotta drop episode 5, but I'm eventually gonna but I'm currently working on episode 6. I haven't been back working on it, but that's the jump that I'm currently working on, is episode 6. I'm gonna basically try to like get like 2 out at one time. Basically, that's what I'm gonna do for now, and is try to get like 2 Spider-Verse group chat episodes out at one time. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get both of them out at one time. And I think the series is only gonna go all the way up to like possibly 10 episodes. This first season that we still on the Spider-Verse group chat series, it's gonna go all the way up to like to 10 episodes. That's what I'm hoping to do, is to get it all the way up to 10 episodes and stuff like that. And yeah, and the second season I'm gonna take a little hiatus, cause I had learned this from Chris, from Chris. Basically, Christopher Taylor is that once you start like doing something, when you get through with like season 1 of the junk, or like if you're doing the book and you doing like, what I'm saying, like when you doing like you through with a book, you go on a hiatus and then like wait a couple of years, wait a couple of minutes before you drop work on another book or something like that. Basically to take your mind off the junk like that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. Yeah, and like I said before, this is officially on Wattpad, and yeah, it's by my homie Christopher Taylor. Yeah, his name on Wattpad is basically Christopher Taylor 066. That's basically his name. And and it is no spaces in it. Basically capital C with the Christopher and capital T for Taylor, and it ain't no spaces between Taylor or Christopher. And what is it? Yeah, and you just put 00. I'm not 00, but 066. That's what I meant to say, 066. But yeah, and yeah, this is pretty much like how it looks. It's pretty much how it looks, y'all. That's pretty much how it looks right there. That's the book right there. y'all should be able to see. Let me try to hold my hand still. But yeah. But yeah, y'all. So yeah, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and read this. We only gonna read like the prologue today. Tomorrow I might read chapter 1. But yeah, now I will say that like it is gonna be some problems in the prologue, because after I called Christopher today, like my homie Chris, after I asked him like, hey look, you know what I'm saying, like did you correct that jump where like they're not referring to like the main character Kale as they and referring to him as him? And he had said yeah. Now it was one part in there when I read with the prologue where like basically he corrected one part of it, but I kept reading through it. I kept skimming down the junk. It's still saying they. I'm guessing like the AI that the junk that he used, which is basically AI that he used to do the junk. We just got to be real. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all that he used AI for this, but he actually went back and made it to where like he skims over it to where like it does make sense when you read it. So like, promise me y'all, like if it's an error or something in here, just know that it is like it has something to do with the AI. At first I thought it was him writing that jump, but he had said nah, it was like the AI that was doing that jump. He had said it was a tempo or something like that. I don't be using words like tempo. I just use like words that I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to use words that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he knows what a tempo is. So yeah, but yeah, he had said it was a tempo or something like that, and I had said oh okay, and he had said he was gonna fix it. And apparently, it's a lot of stuff in here that still ain't fixed, but we just gonna go ahead and read it anyway. Cause I mean, I already told him that when he get through with the first book that I was gonna like read this on my channel. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this. But yeah. So yeah, the prologue. Let's go ahead and get into it. The prologue. Alright. So the prologue, right? It says right here, in the shattered remnants of a once united world, where the echoes of ancient wars whispered through forests and across windswept deserts, an unrelenting force lay dormant, waiting to stir once more. Right? Now it says right here, the 4 kings of Remnant, Vale, Atlas, Mistral, and Vacuo. I think I'm saying it right. Vacuo. I'm just gonna say Vacuo. I don't really know the word like that. Some words I don't know, y'all. So don't be coming in the comment section trying to roast me. Yeah, man. Everybody got a word that they don't know, bro. Everybody don't know every word in the dictionary, bro. That is impossible. You will be like the most perfect human being ever, bro. So, yeah. So, don't come in the comment section, because there's probably some words out there that y'all don't even know. For those who's going to come in the comment section trying to roast me. But yeah, it says right here, yeah, the 4 kingdoms of Remnant, Vale, Atlas, Mistral, and Vacuo have faced horrors, both monstrous and human, right? Now it says right here, yet their gravest challenges often emerge not from the Grimm's relentless assaults, but from the shadows of their own making. Now it says right here, beneath the silver glow of an unnatural bright moon, a ripple tore through the sky, splitting the stars like a seam in a fragile tapestry. Right? It says right here, from the fissure emerged a figure cloaked in starlight, their presence commanding an unworldly, and otherworldly. That's what it is. Let me get my neck, y'all. But But yeah, now this is the part right here what I was talking about when I had said something about like some, hey, look, like it's gonna be saying they when it's referring to like the main character. The main character's name is spelled Kael. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. Christopher. I meant Chris, but yeah, the main character's name is spelled that, so it's gonna be a part in here where he's gonna keep referring to they as him. I don't get as to why. Like he said that he corrected this. I skimmed over it. It's still like some problems with this. It's only in the prologue, y'all. So whenever like I do like the next chapter on the next video that I do this junk on, it's not gonna have that problem. So yeah, just to let y'all know. But yeah, so let me just read back over the same sentence. It says right here, from the fissure emerged a figure cloaked in starlight, their presence commanding and otherworldly, their weapons shift. Let me get my neck. Golly, let me read over that junk again. It says right here, their weapons shift as they landed. Dual swords glisten with a molten gold under the fate light. As they stood, the swords dissolved, reforming into a scythe that gleamed with an ethereal silver sheen. Right? I am Kale, the Astral Hunter. The figure declared, their voice resonating as if spoken by the universe itself. It should have said, this is what it should have said. It should have said, I am Kale, the Astral Hunter. The figure declared, his voice resonating as if spoken by the universe itself. That's what it should have said. Instead of it saying there, it should have said his voice. Instead of saying their voice, it should have said his voice. I just wanted to correct you on that, Chris, because Kale is not no group of people. It's a main character. From what you told me, it's a main character. It says right here, child of Soul, the sun god, and Lunara, the moon goddess, which are basically like the sun god and the moon goddess. Basically, Soul is basically like the sun god, and Lunara is basically the moon goddess, basically like the female goddess, basically of the moon. So yeah, those are his parents. Says right here, I am their light and shadow, the bridge between realms. Now it says right here, Kale stepped forward, the starlit cloak trailing behind them. It should have said behind him. It should have said Kale stepped forward, the starlit cloak trailing behind him. That's what it should have said, instead of saying them. Like the night itself. The world seemed to shift with every movement, as if reality bent to his will. That's what it should have said, but it's saying there, right? For centuries, Kale had traversed the celestial expanse, hunting the void's insidious tendrils that sought to corrupt corruption, right? It says right here, his parents had forged him. See, this is where he corrected it at. He corrected and went on this part when he said his parents had forged him as a weapon, but not through cruelty or indifference. It says right here, Soul and Lunara had raised Kale with unwavering love and care, instilling in them the virtues of strength, compassion, and wisdom. It should have said instilling in him the virtues of strength, compassion, and wisdom. That's what it should have said. But yeah, you messed up on that. But yeah, it's alright though. So with his radiant presence, taught Kale discipline and courage. Under the golden rays of the sun, they trained tirelessly in the art of swordsmanship, mastery, the dual blades that burn with celestial fire. Lunara, serene and nurturing, guided Kale under the moonlight, teaching him the balance of power and precision. He has Chris, you got it right here where it's saying teaching them the balance of power and precision, when it should have said teaching him the balance of power and precision. That's what it should have said. But anyway, yeah, it says right here, she imparted her knowledge of the scythe, a weapon as graceful as the moon's phases, and the importance of calm amidst chaos. Together they shaped Kale into a guardian, not just of divine power, but of profound humanity. By day, Kale channeled the burning energy of his father. See, this is another part right here where you messed up at. You had put right here, by day, Kale channeled the burning energy of their father. So when it should have said, by day, Kale channeled. Let me rephrase that. You messed up, like on this part, you had messed up where you had said, by day, Kale channeled the burning energy of their father soul. It should have said, by day, Kale channeled the burning energy of his father's soul. That's what it should have said. But yeah, in the sunlight, their semblance awakened, their dual swords blazing with radiant power that could cleave through darkness and purify the corrupted. It should have said right here, in the sunlight, his semblance awakened with his dual swords blazing with radiant power that could cleave through darkness and purify the corrupted. That's what it should have said. But yeah. But by night, the lunar blessings of their mother, Lunara, surged within them. Now it says right here, it says that, but this is what it should have said. It should have said, but by night, the lunar blessings of his mother, Lunara, surged within him. That's what it should have said. But yeah. It says right here, the dual swords transformed into a scythe gracefully. Why the world is these notifications popping up on my phone, man? Golly. All right, let me read it over. It says right here, the dual swords transformed into a scythe gracefully and deadly, its edge imbued with the cool, cutting light of the moon. For much of their life, Kale walked a solitary path bound by their celestial mission. This is what it should have said. It should have said, for much of his life, Kale walked a solitary path bound by his celestial mission. Right? Now it says right here, they had yet to encounter companions who could share their burdens, their journey marked by silence and determination. It should have said, he's had yet to encounter companions who could share his burdens, his journey marked by silence and determination. That's the right way. I'm just correcting this to you so you can see where like your errors are at. I'm just promoting your jump, man. It's just me promoting your jump. This is just me telling you the correct way to do it. So yeah. Alone, Kel roamed the lands of Remnant, standing as a solitary sentinel against the creepy void. It says right here, they moved from village to village, their presence both a blessing and an enigma to those they aided. It should have said, he moved from village to village, his presence both a blessing and an enigma to those he aided. That's what it should have said. Says right here, few dared to approach the hunter cloak in stars, and fewer still knew the weight Kel carried, the child of gods destined to battle forces beyond mortal comprehension. Now it says right here, the void's influence has swept into Remnant, threatened to unravel the delicate balance Kel was sworn to protect. It says right here, far in the heart of a forgotten temple buried beneath the sands of vacuo, that same word I was struggling on before, an ancient artifact posts with newfound energy. My fault, y'all. I'm messing up, y'all. I'm messing up. A lot of y'all gonna be like, well, how you gonna correct a nigga if you messing up? My nigga, don't talk about my reading skills, bro. Please don't, y'all viewers. Now it says right here, the relics and inscriptions, long thought indecipherable. Indecipherable. That's what it is. Indecipherable. Glowed with a language that only Kel could understand. From its depths, and an ominous melody began to rise, echoing across the world. Kel's expression hardened. They raised their scythe, drawing upon their mother's lunar power as the night deepened around them. This was what it should have said. It should have said, he raised his scythe, drawing upon his mother lunar power as the night deepened around him. That's what it should have said. The void's reach ends here, they vowed. It should have said, the void's reach ends here, he vowed. This is just me correcting, like, just showing you like all the errors, bro. But this is also me promoting your junk. So yeah. Cause I ain't doing this out of no spite, man. Cause it be some people that get on the internet, they just throw hate on something. I'm not that type of person, bro. Like, yeah, something has to be a reason. It has to be a reason for me to like not like something that somebody made. You know, like, you know it. But yeah, I don't hate your junk, man. I actually like this junk. It's the errors that I'm telling you to correct on. You're going to have to go back and correct them. All the ones that I'm name dropping. It says right here, as Kel prepared to confront the growing danger, their journey led them to Vale, where whispers of strange activity near Beacon Academy had caught their attention. It should have said, as Kel prepared to confront the growing darkness, his journey led him to Vale, where whispers of strange activity near Beacon Academy had caught his attention. That's what it should have said. But yeah. While investigating a desolate forest on the hold on, wait a minute. Let me start over now. Let me start over because I ain't getting this jump right. Hold on. It says right here, while investigating a desolate forest on the academy's outskirts, Kale encountered a man who seemed to exude an aura of quiet authority despite his unassuming appearance. The man, dressed in a dark green suit and carrying a mug of coffee, regarded Kale with calm curiosity. I don't know why I said courtesy. Curiosity. I've heard tales of the astral hunter, the man said, his tone measured. But I must admit, I never expect to meet you in person. My name is Professor Ozpen. Right? Kale's grip on his scythe, it's saying there. I don't know why it's saying there. Kale's grip on their scythe remained firm as they studied the professor. It should have said Kale's grip on his scythe remained firm as he studied the professor. That's what it should have said. Because it's only him. It ain't talking about the team Kale. But yeah. There was something unsettling knowing in his gaze, as though he could see through the starlit cloak and into the core of their being. It should have said, there was something unsettling knowing in his gaze, as though he could see through the starlit cloak into the core of his being. That's what it should have said. But you said so pretty much let me just go ahead and read. Now it says right here, you know who I am, Carol replied, their voice steady. It should have said, you know who I am, Carol replied, his voice steady. Then you know why I'm here. Ozpen sipped his coffee, his expression unreadable. Indeed, the voice influence is spreading, and I suspect your arrival is no coincidence. Perhaps we can help each other. Let me get this notification up off my screen, man. What the world? It says right here, Kale's eyes narrowed. They had always operated alone, trusting no one but themselves and the wisdom of their divine parents. It should have said, he had always operated alone, trusting no one but himself and the wisdom of his divine parents. That's what it should have said. So let me go back to reading. Why the words is junk lagging? Okay. Says right here, yes, something about Ozpen, his calm demeanor, his subtle yet undeniable air of power hinted at a depth Kale could not ignore. Alright, so it says right here, let me go ahead and stop saying it says right here. I don't know why I keep saying that. Speak quickly, Kale said. Time is not on our side. Ozpen lowered his mug slightly, a thoughtful expression crossing his face. Have you ever considered that your mission and ours might align? Beacon Academy was founded to train huntsmen and huntresses, individuals dedicated to protecting Remnant from all its dangers, including threats that most cannot even fathom. You have the skills, the drive, and the purpose. You could do much more as part of something greater. Kel tilted their head slightly, their starlit cloak flickering like a shifting constellation. It should have said, this is what it should have said. It should have said, Kel tilted his head slightly, his starlit cloak flickering like a shifting constellation. That's what it should have said. Constellation. That's what it should have said. But yeah, let me go back to reading. You're asking me to join your academy? I am offering you the chance to become a hunter, Ozpin replied, his voice steady but inviting. A protector, not just of the stars, but of the people who look to them for hope. Alone, your strength is undeniable, but united with others who share your goals, you might achieve far more than you realize. Kel remained silent, the weight of the offer settling over them. This is what it should have said. It should have said, Kel remained silent, the weight of the offer settling over him. That's what it should have said. But yo, for years they had shouldered their burden alone, believing it was their divine duty to do so. Now, this is what it should have said. It should have said, for years he had shouldered his burden alone, believing it was his divine duty to do so. That's what it should have said. But yeah, now let me get back to reading. Yet Ozpin's words resonated in a way he had not expected. Perhaps there was I'm messing up. Perhaps there was merit in forging bonds and fighting alongside others rather than apart. Wait a minute, hold on, I'm messing up. Okay, let me get back to reading. It says right here, I will consider your offer, Kel said. Finally, their voice measured but not dismissive. It should have said, I will consider your offer, Kel said. Finally, his voice measured but not dismissive. That's what it should have said. But yeah, let me go back to reading. But know this, my mission will always come first. If your academy's goals align with mine, then perhaps we can work together. A faint smile tugged at Ozpin's lips. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me start over. A faint smile tugged at Ozpin's lips as he raised his mug once more. That is all I ask. The air between them grew heavy with unspoken possibilities. It should have said the air between him grew heavy with unspoken possibilities. For the first time in their solitary mission, Kel found themselves considering an alliance. It should have said, for the first time in his solitary mission, Kel found himself considering an alliance. That's what it should have said. Whether it would lead to triumph or ruin remained to be seen, but the tides of fate had begun to shift. Alright. So yeah, so that's pretty much the prologue. You know what I'm saying? That's the prologue to the book. Yeah, so what do I think about this? Okay, so my thoughts on like the prologue. So like I said before, Chris, if you're watching this video, which I'm most likely gonna send this video to you, I most likely think that like this prologue is good. It's just the fact that like the parts that you just literally told me not too long ago that you corrected, you still haven't corrected. Like the parts where I'm telling you like it should have said this. That's what you got to go back and correct on. Like you might have to play my video that you watching now and like listen to what I'm reading and the part that I'm saying that it should have said this. And you might have to go back and correct it the way I was saying it, because trust me, if you correct it like that, people gonna understand what's going on. If you have it to where it's saying there and it's naming one person, then it makes it sound like the character is like a he, she, basically. That's what it makes it sound like, because that's the pronouns that he, she's be using. And I know for a fact Kel is not trans, so he shouldn't be using those pronouns. I feel like he shouldn't be using those pronouns. And plus the series ain't woke, so I don't even know why that's even in there. But like I said before, I already know that it's the AI that you use. The AI basically made a mistake. Yeah, because it wasn't your fault. It was basically the AI that you was using. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said before, on chapter 1 that continues after this junk, it's not going to have those problems. I looked at the junk. It doesn't have those problems on chapter 1. It's just the prologue part. When you go into like Wattpad on your junk, it's the prologue part that got these problems. It still got these problems. You probably have overlooked them, but if you go back and correct those parts, what I told you to, like, you know what I'm saying, correct on. Like if you correct those parts where I had said it should have said this, and type it the way I was saying it should have said this, it's gonna flow better, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna flow way better if you do it that way. Trust me, it's gonna flow better like that if you do that. So yeah, man. But overall though, man, as a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna follow you. Did I follow? Oh, wait a minute, let me see. Cause I don't think I followed you on Okay, yeah, now I followed you. And let me put like. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna follow you, but yeah. But yeah, now yeah, I am gonna leave a link in the description down below to like this book though. Yeah, I am gonna leave a link in the description down below to this book. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. And like I told y'all, my homie Chris made this book. So y'all would highly advise y'all to go like check this book out. Yeah. My next video that I'm gonna do on this book is gonna be me reading chapter 1. Cause that was just the prologue that I read. But my next video of me doing like this book will be me reading chapter 1 that continues after the prologue that I just read. So yeah. And like I said before, Chris, the chapters don't have the problem, don't have that problem. It's just the prologue has the problem, right? The prologue is a junk that has that problem. You said that you went back and corrected that junk, but it's still there, bro. So yeah, trust me, it's still there. If you go back and look at it, it's still there. Like I like, bro. If you don't believe me, bro, I got the junk pulled up right here. This is your book right here, bro. So yeah, it still got those problems. And plus, when I go in here, it's the prologue. This is the prologue that I just read. That's the prologue that I just read right there. So yeah. Cause I gotta show proof, man. So yeah. But overall, like I said before, I do like the opening though. Is just that those problems that I basically said in these videos that you got to go back and in this video that you got to go back and correct on. You got to go back and correct on and put them the way I'm telling you to put them. Because if you put them the way I'm telling you to put them, I'm telling you, bro, that junk is gonna make sense. Because if you refer to like Kale as like he, then you're basically saying, oh, it's just a dude, it's one person. Basically, it's just like a dude, basically. So yeah. But like I said before, I know it's not your problem. It's the AI that was messing up. That's what it was. It was the AI that was messing up. But yeah. Now, you yourself writing it, I knew you would have never made a mistake like that. You know what I'm saying? If you would have handwritten it, you would have never made a mistake like that. It's the AI. It was the AI's fault, to be honest with you. It was the AI's fault. I don't know why the AI had typed in they. I don't know why the AI did that jump. AI man must think they're like that Kale is, I don't know. The AI must think that like Kale is like multiple people or something. I don't know. I really don't know for sure, but look. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. So pretty much so I'm just gonna pretty much go ahead and end this video. So yeah. Like I said before, good prologue is just that you got to go back and correct those things that I'm telling you to go back and correct and type them the way I'm telling you to put them. Because if you type them the way I'm telling you to put them, the prologue is gonna make a lot more sense. So yeah, trust me. If you go back and like hand type it instead of using the AI and go back and hand type it, like those little errors, go back and hand type those errors. And like basically like correct those errors the way I'm telling you to correct them. Like that junk is gonna make a lot more sense, trust me. So yeah. But I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video. Like I said before. If y'all new to this channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell when y'all hit all on it, so I don't get every single notification I want to upload. And and if y'all and like I said before, if y'all want to check out this book for y'allself, which is basically RWBY, the Astral Hunter. I don't know why I said the Astral Fisher. I'm up here thinking about like some Soul Calibur. Sorry y'all, but I meant to say RWBY the Astral Hunter book 1. It will be in the link in the description down below. Hit the link in the description down below so y'all can see it, bro. This book so far is good. It's just that the prologue needs some tweaking on it. I already told Chris that. But y'all, other than that, the chapters and everything else, bro, I'm telling y'all, junk gonna be fire. I can't wait until tomorrow to read chapter 1. Like I can't wait. Like tomorrow I'm gonna read chapter 1. So yeah. So see y'all. Peace in the Broman 2.0 out.